everyone.
Good morning.
It's not morning at all. Okay, so this is our second time recording this video. Last time you were sick.
This time you were sick.
Yeah. We made this video last week and something pretty big came up.
Yeah, so right when I was getting ready to submit my dream sheet,
which is what we're sharing with you.
Yeah, this is what this whole video is about, I guess. There was an opportunity that I could apply for to go for like a 12-month independent duty, basically deployment. It'd be a good career move for the Coast, as far as the Coast Guard goes, and a lot of benefits just would come from it.
The position, though, is overseas. It's over by Saudi Arabia, and the boys and I couldn't go, so like we would go stay with his mom, and he would be gone for the entire year.
Yeah, it would be a pretty big sacrifice, but the pros, like as far as looking at my career in the Coast Guard, would definitely outweigh just that 1 year sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. So there were 2 positions open and he applied for them. And we found out 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago? Yesterday.
On Tuesday.
Yeah, we found out yesterday that he did not get selected. He was actually 3rd on the list and there were only 2 positions. So super close, but it's okay. God's plans are good and his plan was not for us to go this time. If anyone's on my Facebook post or my post on Instagram, that was the big opportunity that we had, why we had to postpone this video, because we wanted to wait on that, because if he were to have gotten that, it would have wiped out the rest of the video. So here we are. And what we're going to share with you now is still pretty awesome too. Even though that did not work out, it is still time for us to move. Shortly, it's almost time for us to move.
I'll just give you kind of the backstory of how we got to here being Portsmouth, Virginia. Right after high school, I joined the Coast Guard, went to boot camp for 8 weeks in Cape May, New Jersey. After that, we went to Texas.
After that, we got married.
After that, we got married. Then we went to Texas. We were there for about 1.5 years. And then she went to California. I went to school in California. And we thought we were going to go to California. But we ended up here in Virginia.
It was like a 4-year billet, and that 4 years is up in June. So it's time to go somewhere new. I mean, we could wind up back here, but we're not putting it on our pick list. We're trying to move. Roughly 2 weeks ago, we got our pick list for all of the job openings that he could potentially be assigned to. So basically, it's every YOMA position that's going to be open next summer.
When I spoke to the detailer, his requirements were that I put my top 20 in 3 to 4 geographic locations. So it's pretty simple.
There are 120 positions open for him to choose from. And the detailer told me he only had to put his top 20, but we made a list of our top 50.
We went through the ones that we would be okay, like happy to okay with, and we came up with about 50. But I would say our top 30, we would feel like we won the lottery if we got put there.
Oh, and the guys that he works with who have been through this, they've been in longer, so they've been through this a few times, said they never get anything out of their top 20 or 25. So that makes me super hopeful. And one of the things about the Coast Guard is that the jobs are on the coast. So you start up in Maine, down the whole East Coast to Florida, cut across to Texas, and then you have the dry spell with Mexico in the desert, and then you hit California on the Pacific, and it rides all the way up to Washington, then there's Alaska, Hawaii. And there are some random locations, not random, they're on the Great Lakes or rivers. There's in Illinois, there's a little Kentucky, Kansas, Ohio. There's a couple inland positions, but 90% of the positions that we have to choose from are on the coast. All right, we made this little sheet. The green are places that we really want to go, and the blue are places that we're okay with. We have some red, but they didn't make our top 50. So any place on this list would be, I would consider any of them a win, pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to share with you what we're going to turn in. Actually, he's going to turn it in tomorrow. So our top 2 are going to be San Diego, California. And then we're going to break the California up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Honolulu, Hawaii's. Which would be awesome. And then the next 9 are California again.
We're going to go with 5 in Washington State, 1 in Oregon, 2 in Florida, and 1 in Puerto Rico. Then we're going back to Florida for 7 more.
And then the last 3 that we have in green, like we'd be really excited about, are all in New York. So that finishes our green line of the New York ones. And then going from there, the ones that we would still be happy about, not like throwing a party, but still pretty excited for. There's 1 in Illinois, it's in Chicago. And then we had a compromise on some towards the end. Our list matched up in the beginning for the most part.
Yeah, the blue is where it actually started to get interesting. Would not have thought that that is what it would have looked like, but I'm pretty excited about it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. So 37, 38, and 39 are Alaska. And I was really against that. really. But there's a few coming up that he was super against too. So that's where the compromise came in. The next one is Maryland. And then there's a boat out of Rhode Island.
There's 1 in Charleston, South Carolina. What was that for?
Amy.
Oh, for Amy.
Sorry, you moved it down.
Then there are 5 in Washington, D.C. And that's where the main compromise was. I put Alaska and a lot of other places before D.C. And Megan had D.C. a lot higher than a couple other places.
D.C. would be green in my book. I love D.C., but Devin has heard that the traffic is terrible, so...
Yeah, and I have no desire to live in Washington, D.C. But anyway, then we have 2 in Cape May, New Jersey. And the last one that we put to round up our 50 is...
look, we only put this because who wants to turn in 49?
Yeah, there's a station in South Padre Island, Texas.
Intermission so Devin can clip his toenails.
How annoying one I'd get.
So I don't know if I'm just more optimistic, but I am 99% confident that we will get 1 on the list that we just read off to you. I'm 75% confident that we'll get 1 in our top 25. Would you agree?
I think that sounds fair.
He just doesn't like to put like a definite on anything. But I'm
And I don't know, there's only, I don't know, I've heard rumors that a lot of people want to go like southeast, even Virginia down to Florida. A lot of people like that area. And there's nothing wrong with it. It just isn't where we want to be.
Yeah.
So
we're very optimistic, like super excited to find out where we're going. Again, God's plan is always better. We did not want to come here. I was devastated. That might be a little dramatic, but also maybe not. I don't know. I was upset when I found out that this is where we got stationed. But I have some of the best friends here, the best job, boss, like,
yes.
It's been so good. I wouldn't go back and go somewhere else instead of here because these are people that I'm going to like keep in touch with and have great friendships with forever, I think. So that is it. That is the list that we are going to turn in, and we will find out anytime between late December and March.
Late December is very optimistic. It's
I'm
gonna be
trying
March.
to be helpful.
Yes, we're going to figure out in March where we're going.
I guess we'll find out in March where we're going, and we'll be moving in June. June 1st will be the absolute latest day that we will be here in Virginia. So I promise next time there will be cute kids again, and it won't be just a little chatty sit down with us. We've got a couple exciting videos coming up, actually. If you want to follow along with us and see how this all plays out and tag along, you're more than welcome to subscribe. Don't feel obligated.
Don't be weird.
Or don't subscribe if you don't want to. It's okay.
She's embarrassed about asking people to subscribe to her
Yeah,
channel.
but you don't have to. Like, only if you want to. But if you made it this far, we love you because you're probably related to us. Okay, that is all, and we will see you next time.
Remember, friends, Jesus loves you.